Battle Packs, a small set designed basically around the minifigures. Dioramas, an expensive, often large set that centers around the models. Two different and distinct types of set. Well, recently LEGO decided to blur those lines. Hey look, perhaps labeling this thing as potentially a battle pack is a hot take, but this set has all the factors. Under £30, includes army building minifigures, and a build that lends well to being multiplied, though on the other hand it does look complete and nice as a display item, much like those dioramas. This is why I feel this poses a more interesting question. This is going to be good. I'm also going to be reviewing this set and perhaps providing insight into its successor, because I definitely have thoughts. With the news and reveal of that new Tentive 4 style of this set, with the 5s, that has a backpack, I know. Oh. Oh my. Wants us to stick the entire thing together with them. That's a good looking fig. Interesting that they decided to print the torso. Pretty good. God, it's such a relief putting together pieces of considerable size. Shaping up in a weird way, I have to say that much. Alright, those minifigures. I love starting with these because, well, feel free to get real comfy with that subscribe button. We'll start with the set's namesake, these Dark Troopers, the trooper of our battle pack. Straight away it's worth mentioning that these are minifigures. I guess they were humanoid enough to get that treatment. Instead of any uniquely moulded parts, they got a unique chest armor and unique helmet. Those elements, with that helmet in particular, really sell the Dark Trooper droid look. They represent the source material quite well. The torso and legs have these white patches which represents negative space, where there shouldn't be any minifigure but there needs to be. This doesn't look bad, as contrasting with the rest of the black printing actually sells the idea relatively well. I just think a custom torso would have looked a lot better. It would also make them as imposing as in the show. In minifigure form they look quite small. Lastly, for those Dark Troopers, I'm not sure why, but they put studs on their back. They probably could have gone without them. That Luke Skywalker minifigure is really good. Fantastic printing, loving the cape. That newish hood piece combines to create a great look. I like how the belt is shiny and contrasts well with the nicely printed robes. 10 out of 10 here. We now build a floor. Follow this bit here. Alright, we have a thing. Play features. We're going straight in for the stickers, alright. Okay. Alright, no, success. I'm calling this one a definitive success. Oh, we have a door. Oh, no we don't. Oh my lord. Wish me luck, fellas. There's one. Alright, there's two. There's three. That was speedy. That was a quick application. This set, especially for the price, is very complete and well-rounded. But what do I mean by this? For starters, there aren't any seams. The play features are built in such a way as to not compromise the look of the scene. If the pull tab went all the way in, at a glance, it could pass off as one of those dioramas, but I'll talk more about that in a bit. The hallway itself looks complete, like they just cut out a section of hallway from that Imperial light cruiser. It's missing a wall for viewability, but that was essential. For the price tag, this has such a good quantity and quality of minifigures, goes head to head with sets priced so much more. It did attempt some LEGO detailing with those transparent 1x1s and those grill pieces. I feel this does add a little bit to the build, though that being said, this set massively leans on stickers. Wait, that's negative. You'll have to keep watching for those. And then this goes along the top. I think we're in the clear for a little bit. And then in that. Huh? Maybe read the instructions. Wow. Wow, look at that. If you follow the instructions. Last sticker. There we go. Oh god, I can see the sparkles at the end. A lot of spare pieces here. I thought this should have been used for something. This was fun. This came together super nicely. Yeah, so them stickers. This is completely disconnected from my bias against them. There are just too many. I understand at this price point to achieve this level of detail, it's pretty much required, but toning down the detail or upping the price to allow for greater LEGO detail could go a long way. I guess while we're at it, additional minifigures like an extra Dark Trooper would elevate this. I mean, higher budget equaling better product, like, duh, I know. But perhaps this in-between Battle Pack diorama set would achieve a better price to product balance at a slightly higher price bracket. This idea does make me more excited, given the Tantive 4 set pretty much addresses all of these complaints. More minifigures and LEGO detailing all over. But overall, considering the $29.99 it retailed for, it's not bad. But even better if you can find it for the $21.99 I paid. At that price, it's a must-have. Alright, with all that preamble out the way, the hell is this thing? I would like to bring to the stands the argument that this thing is a battle pack in diorama getup. A type of battle pack that includes the arena, as well as its combatants. This set is relatively inexpensive, includes repeatable and army building minifigures, and a repeatable build. With a little modding, you could extend the corridor to have a, longer corridor, build out the interior of the light cruiser a bit more. Though you army builders out there, do you actually build all the sets or just the minifigures? I'm curious. Battle packs have also been known to include name characters before. The 332nd is the most recent example, so Luke's inclusion doesn't completely undermine this idea. The idea of having an army of Dark Troopers does sound appealing to me, given their look. Though, on the other hand, as a diorama, I think this thing is very complete for the price. Like mentioned before, this does look like a section of a light cruiser that they've just straight ripped out and placed in front of me. Perhaps lacking Lego details, but there are no seams. You get a very full depiction of the scene from the show. This looks very nice on the shelf. So which is it to be? I'll let you decide. Just kidding, I think it's a diorama. I do think a battle pack is a fitting description for this as well, but the build shines brighter and has more attention on it than any battle pack could ever dream of. Do let me know what you think in the comments though, and I cannot wait for that Tantive hallway.